want to talk for a second about plan, not panic. So, as most of you are fully aware, over the last year plus, the market's done really well. Our investments have done really well. And all of us that have been investors for any time at all through different market cycles know that there's always an ebb and a flow in the market. In technical terms, they call it a mean or an average. There's an average stock market return, such as the S&P 500, and the average return might be 6, 7, 8% over the long term, like over any 10-year cycles, say. But we also know there's periods of time in history where the market performs well above that average return to where we're achieving average double-digit returns annualized per year. But then there's also those opportunities or those times when the market goes well below the average or the mean line and we have negative returns for periods of time. All of those things are not reasons to panic. They're reasons to have a plan. And each one of you all that are our clients, we have a plan in place. We don't know how long the market's going to continue to go up without some type of meaningful correction. But what we do know is we have a plan in place. So I bring this up because it's times like this where maybe our neighbor or someone at work is getting outsized returns from their portfolio. We're hearing about X amount of return that they made in the last quarter or the last year. And it can be really tempting. I know this because I've been doing this 21 years as an advisor and as a client. It can be really tempting to want to chase after those returns and maybe make what the market's making or make more than the market's making. But every time in history, there's always been some reversion, not just back to the mean, but way below the mean because panic sets in. I don't think there's any reason for panic. I don't think there's any reason at this point for because we have a plan for large scale changes in portfolios, unless a particular client situation dictates that because of things they have coming up in their life. Sure, we're going to make some wholesale changes. But I just want to remind everyone, I think we all know this intuitively, but these returns won't go on forever. But it's not a reason to change course and panic. It's a reason to look back to the basics of portfolios, what we're doing. If we need to have a checkup with you and make sure that everything's still in line with what your goals and dreams are, with what your risk tolerance is, let's do that. Let's have those conversations if we haven't already had them. Reach out to me.